Hello and welcome to the Fan TV preview show. I'm Dan.
And I'm Matt, and this week we have for you the preview against today's game against the Basingstoke Bison. We have a couple of exclusive interviews, and first we have the news around the league.
It was a hard weekend for Peterborough Phantoms last weekend, going down 6-2 in Sheffield against Sheffield Steel Dogs, and then on a Sunday a much closer performance against our local rivals Milton Keynes Lightning. Phantoms going up 2-0 through the second period. Unfortunately, a couple of quick goals and a short-hander saw the Phantoms go down 5-4, with a consolation goal towards the end just to bring it back to a respectable point. Injury news for the Phantoms though. Tom Norton and Dylan Lawrence are still week to week on availability. Both players are currently with an upper body injury. News from around the league as well. Sean Barry has been announced as the interim head coach for the Romford Raiders, taking over from the recently departed Jason Buckman. Up in the northeast, Callie Robertson has been announced as leaving the Hull Seahawks, has now signed to the Bristol Pitbulls for the rest of the season. Now for discipline news. On the game review panels, only 2 incidents for Saturday night. Rio Grinnell Parker of Milton Keynes Lightning received 1 point for a boarding incident, and Sean Miller managed to pick up 5 points for fighting in an incident that was described at the time as a sucker punch. On Sunday, Carter Hamill of the Solway Sharks and Ewan Hill of the Romford Raiders both picked up a point each for their fight. And then finally, on Sunday, Archie Salisbury, Jordan Spadafor, Joe Gretton and Brad Bowering all picked up a point each for their fight, which took place in the first second of the first period.
And that was, of course, a spillover from the previous game between Phantoms and MK in MK, which unfortunately led to Brad Bowering's 5-game ban.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that seemed to carry over as well. If you watch them during the game, you could see them drawing off at each other.
Yeah, definitely. Seems like they've got some bones to pick with each other, I think.
Definitely no love lost.
No.
I mean, we're coming up to Christmas now. Do you reckon Rio Grinnell Park is on Brad Bowring's Christmas card list?
No, and I don't think Brad's on Rio's either, or anybody else's for that matter.
No, that's true.
This week, Dan caught up with Barni Sarí and Scott Robson for a couple of exclusive interviews. Let's take a look at those.
So, joined tonight by Barni Sarí. Barni, thanks for coming in. So, this is your second season with the Phantoms now. 2 seasons, 2 different coaches. How are you finding the differences between the two?
Yeah, it's a bit different, bit the same. Took a while to adapt, but you know, I'm just trying my hardest week in, week out to perform. So, yeah.
So it's been a couple of tough weeks for the Phantoms. How do you guys cope with that, and how are you looking to kind of move forward?
Yeah, we're just trying to do what Ash asks us to do. Trying to be a team that shows up, whether at home or away. So, yeah, we just have to find our form again. So, yeah.
So it's been fairly tough. Now, you have faced Basingstoke Bison before. A couple of weeks ago, you played them away and won. Is there anything in particular that you guys are looking to work on, ready for the home game?
We haven't gone through much yet in detail, but you know, I think they're in pretty good form right now, so we need to try and match their energy from the start or do better. So I think that's our main focus for now.
Cool. And is there any message you want to send out to the fans that are coming along?
Yeah, just keep supporting. That's it. Be loud, be proud.
Cool. Barni Sarí, thank you very much.
Right, thank you.
Scott Robson, alternate captain for Peterborough Phantoms. Thanks for coming in tonight. So let's have a quick look back. 'Cause, I mean, obviously you've been here with us for a little while now. This is what, your 11th season?
Yeah, 11th year, yeah, long time.
Yeah. What was it like when you first arrived way back when?
I was just a kid, didn't really know much about Peterborough at all. I was kind of running joke in the team at the time that the only thing I heard about Peterborough was the nice changing room we had. So, yeah, it was a long time ago. Like I said, didn't know any of the players, knew a few guys through GB England camps and whatnot. But yeah, it was a pretty cool experience to meet like a full brand new team and just get stuck in really. And a lot of guys didn't work, so it was a lot of practices, a lot of gym work, and the games, and it was a nice team that we had. I'd imagine if you speak to most of us, we all have a lot of memories from that team, and obviously capping it off with a playoff win, I think it was a highlight for many of us.
Yeah. Now, you've had 11 years here. You're, let's just say, experienced. We won't go into your age. I mean, you've had pretty much your entire senior career here, apart from a bit of 2 seasons with the Hull Stingrays. What was it like playing Elite League at like 16, 17?
I mean, it's probably a lot different now than what it was then. Like, I was a kid, barely played. I remember long bus trips to Scotland, not really touching the ice. But like, I think it's part of like growing up and maturing and just seeing how things happen at that level and how guys look after each other at that level. And I guess it was part of like your next step in your career in a sense, like Elite League, get that experience, and then hopefully come to a league where you can kind of contribute. And I don't know what it's like now. I know the import level's gone up quite a lot. There's probably not a lot of place for like Brits to get ice time as such, but yeah, it was an eye opener. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot, and obviously that was the main reason why I came here through Slava.
Right. So jumping forward a decade and a bit, we asked Barney about this earlier. It's been a bit of a rough few weeks for the guys. How are you finding it? I mean, obviously now you've got the responsibility of being one of the alternate captains. How are you finding it as one of the leadership core now to try and get the guys through?
I think overall, as the start of the year, we had a good start. We were winning close games and we were being on the right end of the score. And I think with being Ash here, being for the first time, it was a good step in the right direction. I think maybe teams have caught us up now and we've hit a bit of a run, but I think as a whole we're in a good spot. The games like Sunday, for example, I thought we played really well and we should have probably won that game. Obviously against MK rivals, I think any other day we're getting a win in the column sort of thing. And I think, I don't know how many games we've played so far, but I think overall we're trending in the right direction. I think we just got to be a bit more consistent. I think overall as a group, there's plenty of guys in the room who've been in this spot before, and I think the leadership group as a whole, we have a lot of responsibility in the room, and I think the room's quite a mixture of ages. So I think as a whole, we do a good job of keeping guys accountable and making sure we are going in the right direction.
Cool. Now, obviously, the next game that we've been looking at tonight is Basingstoke Bison. You played them once already down in Basingstoke. Yeah. What are you guys looking to do when you face them today?
They've got a good team. Their imports are obviously new to the league, so they'll probably have probably won't be too happy about our rink, I imagine. But they're obviously a new team. They've got a good group of players, and we've got to be aware and make sure we're on our toes. Obviously, it's a home game, so we've got to make sure we step on it in a case, and we're ready for 60 minutes. But I think we're confident in our team that we can get the job done.
Brilliant. Robbo, thanks very much for joining us. Basingstoke Bison aren't really the same team they were last time they were in the National Division. They have new owners, essentially a new rink as well, with actually some very nice ice.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So, looking at the Basingstoke Bison, the netminder is Max Wright. He's currently 6th in the league for save percentage, running at 90.03. His goals against average is 3.95, and he's faced a fraction under 400 shots, which is pretty good going. Now, the top scorer is Canadian Brendan Sellen. He's got 5 goals and 7 assists for a total of 12 points. Now, that doesn't put him particularly high up in the league for scoring. And what is probably slightly more interesting is their top British player is a defenceman. And that's Tom Rolfe, formerly of the Romford Raiders, amongst others. Now, I've got him down as our player to watch. He's currently got 4 goals, 3 assists, so a total of 7 points, which for a defenceman is actually pretty good.
That is pretty strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
So looking at the Phantoms, we have Hayden Levine, obviously, in their goal. We have 90.75% save percentage, which puts him 4th in the league, and a 4.14 goals against average. Now, I think Hayden would probably agree last weekend was probably not his best moment of the season so far, so I'm sure he'll be looking forward to having a good bounce back weekend. Top scorer for the Phantoms, of course, is Luke Ferrara, our captain. 9 goals and 21 assists for 30 points. That is a team leading tally. Cam Huff, league leading goals with 16 and of course 7 assists to go with that. So both those guys definitely going to be ones to watch.
Absolutely. I mean, Cam, 16 goals, 16 games as a goal a game, and I think that is why he is currently sat top of the league for goal scorers.
No doubt.
So Matt, I mean, we've had a look now at the Bison. We've seen kind of who their top scorers are and the player to watch. What do you think the Phantoms are going to need to do to kind of get past them?
I think the same thing that we probably have said all season long when it comes to any time you can't finish out a weekend or a game is to play all 60 minutes or beyond if need be, but hopefully 60 minutes, get the game finished. And if you're going to get a lead, you've got to hold on to it. So maybe close things down a little bit there as well at the back.
Yep. Well, there you go. That's our look forward to today's game against the Basingstoke Bison.
In the shop this week, I want to show you these, the shirt heroes. We have them in 2 varieties, 45 centimetres and 50 centimetres. They are great for displaying your shirts. They're not hung by them, but they would be great for that kind of thing. And we also have the masks as well that have been available for the last couple of weeks. It's Halloween, so make sure you get them in the shop. Also to note, the own and loans are still available. You can find them at the link in the description. We also have to let you know the 23rd of November is the deadline for getting all of your merchandise like hoodies, jerseys, etc. in ready for Christmas. So you want to make sure if you're getting something for Christmas or you're ordering something for someone for Christmas, make sure you've got it in by next weekend.
That's it for the Fan TV preview show tonight. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified for all of the other Fan TV content we put out during the week. You'll get our match highlights, our post-game interviews and shows such as this.
And any other special features we may have coming in the meantime.
If you want to come and get the game tonight, come along to the rink. You can buy tickets at gophantoms.co.uk. The link for that will be in the description below. And if you can't make the game, we've got our live stream.
Indeed we have. gophantoms.co.uk/live-stream. Again, the link is in the description.
If you've enjoyed tonight's show, I'm Dan. This has been Matt. If you haven't enjoyed tonight's show, I'm Tom Lee. This is Willow Florence. Good night.